Well, there you have it, the calm after the storm. And of course, the calm before the storm as well. And we love it when it's calm, don't we? And ultimately, that's what Jesus gave the disciples in that story. But it does beg the question, if it was going to be calm in the end, why did we have to have that storm? Why do storms happen? I know there's very sophisticated geographical reasons why storms happen. But if God really cares about us, why does he allow us to be put in any danger at all? Why can't we have a safe life? Keep safe, that's been the mantra, hasn't it, over the past year? Why can't God just keep us safe all the time? I'm not just talking about physical danger either. There's all kinds of storms in life. The storm in that story is symbolic, really, of all kinds of other storms we might find ourselves in. Emotional, mental, spiritual, political, perhaps even more so over the past year. There are plenty of those storms going on in hearts and minds right now and in this very church. Now, we might prefer storms not to happen, but the storms of life are important because they teach us things. They teach us about ourselves and the world we live in. And they help us to learn lessons, really important lessons. We learn about our strengths, but we also learn about our vulnerability. We learn that we need each other, that we can't rely on ourselves. We can't take one another for granted. Perhaps another lesson we've been learning this past year or so. And in times of storm, we learn that even though we think we're in control, actually we're not. The sea, with its mighty power, mighty enough to sink even the biggest and greatest of ships, serves as a reminder of this. So storms are important, but people will still say, quite reasonably, where is God? Where is God in the storms of life? Well, the answer is in that Bible passage we just heard. Where is God in the storm? Well, he's right there in the midst of it. Because what Christians believe about God is that he doesn't stay up in heaven where it's safe, looking down on us in danger and making a mess of things. No, in the person of Jesus Christ, God comes down and puts himself right in the midst of our danger, right in the midst of our suffering, even in the place of death. And if you want a reminder of that, then just look at the cross of Jesus. Now, it was hard for the disciples in that storm, but Jesus had something to teach them. Rhetorical questions. Why are you afraid? Do you still have no faith? Why are we afraid? Is it because we have no faith? Most of us have got some faith. Even those of us who say we don't believe, or we all believe in something, because ultimately we know that we are vulnerable, we're not in control, and we need to put our trust in someone who's greater than we are. What better than to put your trust in the one who made the mighty sea, in the one who made the sea, the dry land, and everything that moves in it and through it and on it, including you and me. It's because God is with us in the midst of life's storms that we can trust in him. And that's why today on Sea Sunday we pray especially for those who find themselves regularly in the sea, regularly out at the mercy of the mighty waves, knowing just what it feels like to be vulnerable. Feeling vulnerable is something that we've perhaps learned more about recently during the pandemic. But the sea is a continuous reminder of our vulnerability. And that's why God invites us to put our trust in him. Doesn't mean life will be easy, Those storms will still come, but in his presence they will pass, and we can receive his calm and his peace.